Let me ask a question that might make some Christians uncomfortable. When God says, I will make you into a great nation and I will bless you, who is he talking to? You, me, the church, or Israel? Because if we are being honest, many Christians read the Bible as if every promise made to Israel was made directly to them. But has it always been understood that way, or did something else change? Did Christians inherit Israel's promise? Or did they begin reading themselves into a story that was originally about someone else? First, let's start with Israel. Who was God actually speaking to when those words were written? Because context matters. When we read the Old Testament, the overwhelming majority of promises are being made to a specific people, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, the nation of Israel. So when God promises land, Israel. When God establishes covenant, Israel. When God calls a chosen people, Israel. Not Rome, not Europe, not America, and not Africa, Israel. So how did we arrive at a different interpretation? Now this is where things get interesting. The earliest followers of Jesus were Jews. Jesus was Jewish. The apostles were Jewish. The first church was overwhelmingly Jewish. Then something unexpected happened. Gentiles started joining. People who were not descendants of Abraham. People who were not Israelites. People who had no covenant relationship with Israel's God. And suddenly a question emerged. Where do these people fit? Can they become part of God's people? Or are they outsiders? This question becomes one of the biggest debates in the New Testament. Paul's answer was revolutionary. He argued that faith in Christ allows Gentiles to participate in God's covenant family. This is where Christians often quote passages like Galatians 3, verse 28 to be specific. There is neither Jew nor Gentile, neither slave nor free, nor is there male and female, for you are all one in Christ. Or Romans 11, verse 16 to be specific. For if the first root is holy, the lamb is also holy. And if the root is holy, so are the branches. And if some of the branches were broken off, and you being a wild olive tree were grafted in among them, and with them became a partaker of the root and fatness of the olive tree. The language here is being grafted. Paul doesn't describe Gentiles as replacing Israel. He describes them as being added, joined, grafted into something already existing. And this distinction becomes important later because eventually many Christians stopped saying they were grafted and they started saying we are Israel.